Literally start immediately. A wee mo it. I can start immediately. A wee mo it. How you like that, dude? A wee mo it. We on it.
I was reading about the Irish last night.
What about them?
Late last night, about 3 a.m., I was in this room just reading about the Irish on the railroad.
What were they doing?
Well, I watched, and this is a rough one, but I watched the show Blackish. I sent you the link to that. Did you watch that?
Oh, yeah, I didn't see it, no.
Oh,
What is it?
it's
Just like,
fucking excruciating.
what is it, like, we built this?
Yes.
I saw the title of
Oh
it.
my god, dude! So the cast of Blackish,
Uh-huh.
which is what's his name, Anthony Anderson,
Yeah. The guy who was in Me, Myself, and
the
Irene.
guy who
right?
was in like White Castle, that was like, "We gonna burn this motherfucker down."
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, "I come in the sauce," like that guy.
Yeah.
And Morpheus, he's in
Okay.
it.
Lawrence Fishburne's in it?
Yeah.
Father of
And-
Montana?
Yes.
Ooh, boy.
And this pretty light-skinned chick that kind of looks like she's pretty white looking. But
Okay.
anyway, so it's 3 famous millionaire actors, and the entire cast, they opened this season with a play, like
Yeah.
Hamilton style, about slavery
Okay.
and the black experience in America. Is how they opened this show on ABC.
Is it like a comedy kind of, like a sitcom?
It's supposed to be a sitcom, but it's serious. Like
Okay.
they have episodes where it's like they have episodes where they need to sit down and talk to their kids about the police and how the
Gotcha,
police
gotcha.
are killing all of their people.
Yeah.
And like it just fucking like I don't know.
How was the thing? What was the thing like?
Well, it was again. It was like Hamilton, so it was like rap, historical rap.
Nice.
And this one opened with like Anthony Anderson like sweeping in a slave quarters, and he's like, "I'm tired now." Like, all this shit
Really?
was crazy.
Oh,
and
man.
they were like, well, and the little kids were like, "What did we build?" And he was like, "The railroads and Wall Street, White House and Chapel Hill." It was just like, damn, dude, you guys are claiming all that? That's a fucking tough claim.
Slaves built the railroads?
They helped for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm a fucking racist, so I was like, I'm gonna fact check this a little bit to be
Did
like,
you, what came up?
did slaves really?
So
build?
that's what you were doing reading at 3 a.m. reading about the Irish.
Well, I was like, I think it'd be funny to make a parody of that with the Irish and do the
Yeah.
exact same thing in like a fucking shitty quarters. Like,
yeah.
what else did we build? Like, well, pretty much everything on the East Coast, actually. Like, I don't know. but-
Anthony Anderson comes out and is like, no, you didn't.
And then he ends, the funniest is he ends the one scene with like, he rips his vest off and underneath it he's wearing a shirt that's like, "I am my ancestors' wildest dreams." And he does that thing where like everybody's frozen because it's the end of a scene in a musical. And he like stands there with his shirt and he's like breathing hard, staring into the light like, and it just says, "I am my ancestors' wildest dreams." It was just fucking like,
Do you think
was
black
crazy.
people deal with like extreme low self-esteem because of slavery?
maybe.
You know, they're like, in the history, it's like, yeah, and you guys got captured and kind of were bitched for like 200 years.
But again,
And then like 200 years later, you're just like, what the fuck,
again,
dude?
and this is the worst part because every racist is always like, "Yeah, well, what about the Irish
Yeah.
or whatever you are?" Like, let's
Yeah,
say you're
yeah.
Italian, you're like, "People were mean to us too."
Yeah,
And it's
not
like
really.
not as mean,
Yeah,
but still,
yeah.
it's correct.
Yeah, who was it? As I know,
it is correct to say that people in Ireland, the British committed a genocide, basically,
yeah,
against the Irish, basically throughout history. And then they came to America, suffered from poverty and disease, and had to immediately join the fucking Civil War, like all this shit.
yeah,
And it's like, just because your history wasn't as bad as theirs, you're not allowed to fucking be like, "Well, yeah, I mean,"
yeah.
it's like, "You guys built the railroad? Thought that was, we were there."
Yeah,
But we're not allowed to be like, "We helped." It's
Yeah.
it's a weird thing.
it is weird. It is weird too to be like slaves built this entire country. It's like
Oh yeah.
that'd be like if 100 years from now. I mean, this might be a bad parallel. That'd be like 100 years from now to be like union laborers to be like, we built this country. It's like, not you guys didn't really per se.
Well,
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. I mean, it sucks as you're getting paid. That's a big difference. If you're enslaved into building a bunch of stuff.
if you're getting $3 an hour and you live and you owe the factory $4 every
Yeah.
day, you're a fucking slave.
Yeah, that's true. it's just that is a weird thing to where it's like, all right, yeah, man. I mean, it's weird to think that like now everyone has to kind of sit here and be like, kind of tap their fingers on their thighs, like, yeah, you know, there were slaves.
Yeah.
Be like, I don't know what to do about it, but
yeah, it's like, you know how we were there and you guys were there? It's like, you didn't fucking build shit.
Yeah.
Anthony Anderson, you're a fucking actor.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
like 5 millionaires on stage being like, I'm a slave. It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. There's something fucking... I definitely understand why people like it. Mm-hmm. And it is obviously important to talk about history.
Yeah.
But there's something fucking bad about it.
Oh, well, you're saying it's
And then
something...
ABC is profiting off of it.
Oh, my God. They're crushing it, dude.
And like they're like, you know how we should start this season of our sitcom? How about a slave musical?
Did it have anything to do with...
It has nothing to do with the show at all.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's
Although I guess the show is about the black experience.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's just, that's hot right now, dude.
yeah,
Be
no,
like
that's
racial
what's
racial
crazy.
injustice, and if you can really crank up like the fucking racial guilt, dude,
Oh my
your show is
God.
crushing it.
But like, yeah, and so like I was, like I said, I was being a psycho last night,
Yeah.
like looking up. So a lot of the times there's not a lot of records of it because they were like, no one was keeping track of fucking slave labor.
Yeah,
So like for the Capitol, for example, in the United States, they didn't really build it, but they did clear out like the trees and rocks that were on the ground where it was built.
okay.
And people are like, slaves built the Capitol.
So yeah, they landed a hand.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they landed a hand.
Like, I don't know. It's just shit like that.
That is kind of weird.
And like the White House, I looked at that. It's like every historical article about it's like slaves almost definitely helped.
yeah.
There's not really that much of a record about it, but they probably helped.
Well, yeah, and it's interesting to think that they'd be up there like pointing bricks and shit. You know, it's like
Yeah.
they came off the plantation and like
Yeah.
we're just brick masons or stone
Like George
masons.
Washington
yeah.
was like, you know what? Let these guys handle it.
yeah, yeah. Let them erupt.
You know the people that we don't think are human? Let them build our fucking president's house.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah, and then in the same song, they're like, we raise the children. And it's like, did you?
Oh, like nannying and stuff.
It's like, did you raise my fucking
is this about
family's children?
Is this more so about the like aristocratic South or like the whole country?
They made it sound like it was the whole country. I mean, they
Yeah.
were talking about the White House and things like that. So it was, you know, they were talking. Oh, yeah. And this was another one that was good. Is like Wall Street, we built that. So Wall Street.
Like the building in
And
New
then
York.
it's like, oh, so wait, they're saying they built like all the banks and all that, like Wall Street, like they built the stock, like all this. And it's
Yeah.
like, turns out they built the literal wall. They helped build the wall that Wall Street's named after.
Okay.
So not anything to do with the buildings and shit. The original wall in like the Dutch settlement in like
Yeah.
the 17th century. Because that's what it's named for. They built a wall to like keep out Indians.
So they helped build like the Trump. They
helped
built the original Trump wall.
The Trump wall in Manhattan. They piled a bunch of rocks to keep out the savages.
It is funny whenever you kind of like look below the veneer
just-
that like Hollywood
exactly.
puts up. It's never nice. It's always like, oh, that's kind of mean.
It's like what happened in fucking when I looked up Hidden Figures.
yeah.
Like I was like, there's something about this that seems weird about NASA.
Well, then, yeah. Now you're equipped with this knowledge that you're
And
like.
then now I'm a fucking psycho where I got to go out and be like, hey, you know, in Hidden Figures when the major plot line is that there's a coloreds only bathroom
Yeah.
and whites only bathroom at NASA,
yeah.
and Kevin Costner breaks it down with a sledgehammer and is like,
Sick scene.
we're all scientists here. It's like, yeah, that didn't happen. They never left the building to go to the bathroom. It's
Yeah,
like,
man, that's wild.
it's just weird.
Yeah, I mean, it just dramatic. You know, it makes like it is.
Yeah.
It's interesting to take history. It's like one thing to take a story and dramatize it, but to take history and be like, we're gonna tinker a little bit. It's like that is kind of weird. To
Yeah, it
be
is.
like,
And then you got to sit there and be like, wow, slaves raised our kids and built the entire country.
yeah,
I didn't know that. We should be better. It's like,
yeah, but that probably comes from like, I mean, I guess it's not shitty to say. Like, if you have a job, any job, the employees are always being like, I do all the work here. It's like, there's probably a lot more to, And it's unjustifiable. You're going to be like, it actually, besides having slaves, it was probably difficult to have a plantation. But people are not trying to hear that.
Yeah.
You got
also
to balance the fucking books. You got to. It's just like,
Yeah.
no, nobody wants to be like, well, yeah, it is stressful. Having
yeah,
slaves.
but what if half the workers that you were with were also like right next to you, and you're like, we built this, and they're like, yeah, we helped, and they're like, no, you didn't,
Yeah.
doing the exact same fucking job as you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like they're like, yeah, but we didn't get paid.
It's like, what about the Chinese and the Irish on the railroad there?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like,
It's just, I don't know.
yeah, they got paid.
I mean, they can't include that in the song. They're like, we built it. Also, the Chinese and the Irish helped us.
But they got paid. Yeah. Yeah, it takes away from the dramatic of the thing.
Yeah, there was a line in it also that was like when they were listing shit they built, the one kid was like, the pyramids, and this grandma was like, no, that was our Hebrew brothers.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was written by a Jew, dude. Like a Jew was like, we are slaves as well.
You try to link the tribes, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was.
That's funny.
So that was frustrating to watch.
Yeah, it's just that, this is just a TV period of, we used to be Sean Hunter, dude, fucking chilling, had like cool ass hair, being like, yeah, make out with chicks, and now TV's all about fucking slaves and shit.
Slaves and shit.
Imagine when you were
Yeah,
black, dude, and all you saw was Sean Hunters, and you're like, man, fuck these fucking crackers, and all of a sudden this dude's like, we built Wall Street. You're like, fuck, oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's like,
good
oh man,
fucking
I didn't
TV.
know we built the economy in the United States.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I did some Google research. We piled rocks for the Dutch in 1650. Damn it.
That's Wall Street.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. They're celebrating a wall to keep out fucking the original
Yeah. It's like
inhabitants.
the Trump wall. We built it.
Oh
It's
my
like-
god, that's what Wall Street really was.
That's why it's called Wall Street. Yeah.
keep out
it
savages.
was originally a wall, yeah, or to keep out, I'm sure, other settlers and shit. But yeah,
Yeah. Funny.
that's what Wall Street is.
Damn, dude. Why do you
Yeah.
gotta fucking deflate their the sick
Well, no, I mean,
musical?
there's a lot of it.
Yeah, that's
History
true.
is like, I don't know. I wrote a. This is actually, it's not going to be interesting. I don't know.
What?
But so like, I'm always. That's how I feel about history.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter what it is, I'm like, was it as exaggerated?
Yeah.
So like, I wrote a paper in the Civil War about how the Irish Brigade wasn't this, because everybody always is like, the Irish Brigade was so fucking like,
Yeah.
they're warrior poets and they're these fighters and shit. It's like, no, they were humans
Yeah.
that were poor as fuck. They were uneducated and they were afraid every day. It was a long paper about how they sucked.
Yeah.
My teacher was like, "What the fuck is your problem? Just relax, dude."
Yeah, that is funny how you don't like legend.
Well, because there is none.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
No, it's true. It's not as I get what you're saying.
Everybody sucked.
Yeah. It's not as valiant as
Everybody sucked. If
yeah.
you look at anybody's fight, like Gandhi was a fucking perv, apparently.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Well, I mean, a lot of spiritually charged guys are very sexual.
True.
So it's
True.
like didn't he like he freed India from Britain?
Yeah, he used like a fucking hunger strike to get it. And I mean, it was amazing. He deserves it.
And what did he
You
do?
get a pass.
What happened?
I
What
think
did
he
he
was, I think it was something like he was sleeping with kids. But,
Hey,
like,
he was fucking hungry, dude. He was delirious.
But like, I think the way he put it. This is, I think.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
don't fucking freak out, listener,
Yeah.
about like that didn't happen. I think it was like he was sleeping with a bunch of girls, like young girls, and like he was testing himself to not fuck them or something like that. Something like that.
How long ago was this though?
Jesus, Gandhi.
Yeah.
I think like early 20th, late 19th century.
Okay. So this is a dude in India who's trying to figure out a way to test his will. It's like
Yeah.
young girls, they're hottest things around you. Of course, that's like the end all be all to be like, well, if I don't fuck these young girls, I don't know.
True.
It's like, what the fuck? What was he going to do?
No, I know, but I'm saying exactly. There's parameters.
R. Kelly's doing that right now. That's
Yeah,
why he has
true.
them all in his house. Like, if I don't fuck these girls, dude,
R.
I'm
Kelly's
good.
the man, though. I mean, Ignition.
Yeah.
That's better than freeing India.
True.
Like anytime we look at history, we always put a modern context on it, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially in a whole other fucking
it's
third
like
world.
Christopher Columbus was a huge piece of shit. It's like, yeah, by today's standards,
Yeah.
by Portuguese and Spanish standards in 1492, he was a pretty fucking amazing
It's pretty
person.
remarkable, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is funny. He's
So-
a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
It's like, dude, I like kayaked in the ocean and went like 50 feet from the shoreline. I was like, I got to get the fuck back in. This
Yeah,
is
dude.
terrifying.
Yeah, that was man. Speaking of explaining things properly,
Yeah.
and improperly, I last podcast showed my ass a little bit on
What
that.
happened?
Just me trying to fucking be like, you know what, slavery.
What did you say? What did you say
It was
exactly?
something like, because I went into the argument of how it's funny that you can't be like, well, the Irish had it bad, without people being like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why.
True.
It's. I mean, I get. See, this is.
I know, I'm gonna
It's so hard to explain this. It's like, because I have heard fucking retards say that about like if somebody's complaining about an injustice that happened to black people, and then they're like, yeah, well, the Irish had it bad. You don't hear us complaining. It's like, yes, that's wrong. That's a stupid thing to say. But to say the Irish people had it bad historically is totally correct.
Yeah.
That's not wrong.
You can't compare them. It's one of those things that's like just impolite more than anything. You got to forget about the facts and data. It's got to go, that's kind of impolite. It's like, you know, that's all. It's like
Yeah.
eating. It's like eating before the people all sit down.
I don't know if you can say anything if you're talking about historical data is impolite.
Yeah, but
That's what's frustrating.
people's reaction, that's the thing. It's not. It has nothing to do with historical data. You could be like, dude, this many people died, and they would just be like, enough, knock it off.
Yeah.
It's just politeness.
Yeah, but it's people that don't know the data
You farted.
that are like,
You basically
shut the fuck
farted,
up.
dude. Oh yeah, of course.
It's a bunch of people. Like, we were just watching CNN, and that lady was trying to dissect General Kelly's statements on Robert E. Lee.
That
She
was
like,
fucking funny.
I think he should do his research on the Civil War. Maybe watch the movie Glory.
Dude, literally,
It's
that
like,
that was
holy fuck.
verbatim, which is funny.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a sick move, dude. That's almost like,
What, being a black lady and be like, excuse me, General Kelly, why don't you study your history and watch the movie Glory?
I know.
It's like, that's not, and everyone's like, very good point. Thank you.
Well, it was funny to watch the other ladies. It was two white ladies, two blonde white ladies, and a black lady. And as soon it's a CNN, and as soon as like the issue came to race, they were
the white lady
ladies
shut the fuck
just
up.
literally just almost moved out of camera. Like, yeah, right?
yeah.
She was like, well, actually, blah 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 blah, and she gave a little thing. But yeah, it's a pretty bad point. Bringing in like
Really
referencing a Hollywood
terrible.
movie, possibly Weinstein production too.
Hopefully.
Probably
I think Harvey probably fucking diddled
he probably produced
Denzel and fucking Ferris Bueller to get that thing going.
Ferris Bueller, dude.
Ferris Bueller probably caught one.
He probably did. Yeah, Ferris Bueller definitely.
You think he did?
Yeah.
You don't think Denzel did?
Nah, dude.
No.
That's why he had to play a villain before he got an Oscar. He never did any of that
True.
fucking stuff.
Because of racism.
Exactly.
He had to be a bad guy to get an Oscar.
Couldn't get diddled.
Now I'm getting
You're
to
not
it.
fucking apologizing, dude.
What?
You're not apologizing for your behavior.
I'm
You're
not
doubling
apologizing.
down.
Yeah, fuck it. I just know. It's when you get into something like that and you don't explain it well. You just come off like a fucking idiot.
Dude, but my whole thing is even if you explain it flawlessly, it's the facts are just not
Yeah,
logic.
but at least then I have something to stand on instead of me just down here like, oh, fucking Irish people had it bad? What the fuck?
So you need to research your final word better.
I think I did research it the last time because I was like, because I just watched that fucking Blackish musical. I
That had you
should
fired up.
never watch that.
That had you fired up.
Oh, fucking Anthony Anderson, the guy, the main character on that. He got caught. He got caught a little rape action.
A little
back in the day.
What happened? Was it like CeeLo level where he like got caught like slipping people mollies?
No, this is the report I read.
Okay.
I cannot speak on its factuality.
Probably a right wing extremist trying to bring him down
Probably.
after his performance.
I think it was in the trailer, in his movie trailer for the movie Hustle and Flow. A young lady was invited into his and another man's trailer, where they immediately derobed her against her will and started taking pictures of her, like while they're groping her. And she was screaming so loudly that somebody heard it and got her out of there.
That was her. That's what she said happened.
That's what I read. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the guy who's singing slave musicals on ABC right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the worst part about this. I mean, not the worst part, but a bad thing too is people looking to like actors for like their sense of moral clarity, and it's like, dude, these people are empty fucking like.
Yeah, exactly. That's what bothered me the most about it. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
4 or 5 fucking millionaires on stage. Like,
But even
we are slaves now.
actors though.
Yeah, exactly.
Actors, in my experience, my limited experience hanging out with actors, they're fucking kind of brutal.
Yeah.
Like I have a couple of like actor friends who like write stuff on Facebook, and it's just like, what we need to do, and it's just like, dude, go memorize some fucking shit and regurgitate it. You're not really in this business for your original fucking thought, bro.
The scene where at the end of that musical, Anthony Anderson rips his shirt off, and the shirt underneath it just says, "I am my ancestors' wildest dreams."
Yeah.
And I was sitting there just like,
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ, man, they are fucking shoveling this down our throats right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's hot, dude.
I know, that's what's sickening about it.
Yeah,
It's like
that
it's
is-
hot
yeah, it's true.
for these fucking actors to be like, the railroads, we built it. Everybody made billions. We didn't make nothing. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's like, you did make millions. Shut the fuck up.
Anthony,
Yeah.
what's his face?
Yeah, and obviously
Yeah.
the slaves didn't.
Yeah, but he's like,
They're like, people need to know their history. It's like, well, then don't give them fake history from actors doing a musical.
true. I just wonder what's going to happen now with like at any point if you have a public career. Now the information's set up to where like
You got to Trump,
someone
dude.
can crush you hard.
You got to be D-Trump.
D. Trump just says
You just got to
no.
roll through it.
What's Anthony Anderson saying?
Nobody ever brought that up.
No one brought that up again?
Nobody cares. Yeah. It was like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. So he got grandfathered in like a little bit of
Yeah.
groping. You could grope in the 90s. Literally, if that was 10 years ago.
No, it was Hustle and Flow. 10 years ago.
Oh, that
it
was the
like,
early 2000s.
Yeah.
You could still grope in the early 2000s.
Yeah. This is right after 9/11. We had bigger fish to fry.
True. We had to fucking hunt those
Old
terrorists.
fucking Anthony Anderson could get away with a little.
He probably saw the towers fall and he's like, I gotta
I'm
grab some
going to grab
titties.
this chick right
I gotta
here.
grab some titties while I can. That's fucking wild, dude. At any point, dude, someone can come out and be like, yup, snagged me.
Well, don't go out there and be fucking Anthony Anderson in that fucking I'm my ancestors' wildest
You
dreams.
think that's
It's
someone
like,
saw that and was like, yeah, let's do a little
if I
digging.
had that information, I'd be like, now's the time to release it, dude. This guy's
Fire.
a little high and mighty right now. Why don't you fucking remember what you did to that girl?
That the worst part about the whole, well, not the worst part, obviously, but one of the bad parts is like that stuff of like, he had me in his room, I wouldn't suck his dick, so he kicked me out. And it's like,
That's not bad.
it's not bad. Maybe he wanted his dick sucked.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you said no, and he said, all right, well, this fucking interaction's
Yeah.
done.
Sounds like you're mad at him for being a rude
That's what I'm saying.
A rude
You
fucking
get
host.
You get rude people getting caught in the crosshairs of this,
Yeah.
where it's like, well, he abused his power, and it's like,
like, no, that was a rude host. It was a poor host.
yeah, there's a guy being like, suck my dick. And you're like, no. And he was like, all right, I'm a
Leave my
famous
property.
celebrity. I'm going to go get my dick sucked right now then.
Yeah.
There's-
You leave the house, and I'm going to call someone who will.
Yeah, exactly.
I am Matt Damon.
Rude, but
Very rude Matt Damon.
not spacey, though.